What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Nottingham Forest preview here on Anfield Agenda. It feels like an eternity since the Reds last played, but I'm going to do my best to give you a bit of an injury update. We'll go through a fact file on our opponents as well as looking at a recent head-to-head. And of course, I'll be bringing you my predicted 11 and score predictions. As always though, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is a 2 p.m. kickoff on Sunday, which means we'll be live from 1:45 p.m. to take you through the game. Until then, let's get stuck into the preview. Right. Going to start off with some injury updates, and you may have heard these in Arna's press conference, but we're about a week away from having Jeremy Frimpong back, which is good news. So hopefully we'll have him for the West Ham game. Joe Gomez is back and available for this one. Obviously, Isak won't be back till around the March international break. And Giovanni Leone, Conor Bradley and Endo all out for the remainder of the season. So with all of that in mind, let's have a little look now at Nottingham Forest. A bit of a fact file on our opponents. We'll run through the officials as well for the game. And then we will give you my predicted 11. So let's start off, as I said, with the referees for the game. The officials for this one are as follows. Your referee, Anthony Taylor. Assistants, Gary Bestwick and Adam Nunn. Fourth official, Dean Winstone. And VAR, Paul Tierney, with assistant VAR, Adrian Holmes. Always get a bit nervous when Tierney's on VAR. What could possibly go wrong, ladies and gents? Now, following the 3-0 win at Anfield November, Nottingham Forest are looking to complete their first league double over Liverpool since way back in 1962-1963. Liverpool have won just one of their last 15 away league games against Nottingham Forest, drawing 8 and losing 6, beating them 1-0 in March 2024 thanks to a late Darwin Núñez strike. Liverpool have won just 3 of their last 11 Premier League away games, drawing 3 and losing 5. However, they did end Sunderland's unbeaten home run last time out and are looking to win consecutively on the road for the first time since all the way back in September. Now, head-to-head for this one, ladies and gents. Earlier on this season, I don't think you need any reminding. It finished Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 3. Premier League 24-25, it was Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 1. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool by 1-0 then at Anfield. The only game, or the first game that Arne Slot lost of his managerial reign at Liverpool in the league. Recent form, Europa League, it was Fenerbahce 0, Nottingham Forest 3. Now, I watched that game and they were very, very impressive. Obviously, a new manager gone in there as well, so keep an eye on that situation. Vitor Pereira, now the new Nottingham Forest head coach. Nottingham Forest 0, Wolves 0 in the Premier League. They were beaten 3-1 at Ellen Road in the league as well. Then it was Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 1 in the Premier League. And in the Europa League, as you can see there, Nottingham Forest 4, Ferencváros 0, another comfortable victory for them. So look, as I said, I did watch them under Vitor Pereira during the week, and I have to say they were pretty good. Away against Fenerbahce, difficult place to go, and they played with poise, composure, and looked like they were a real threat. So we have our work cut out for us. What 11 do I think will get the job done, though? And that's where we're going to go next, my friends. So let's start off, as we always like to do, with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. And I'm glad to say that this is a fairly straightforward set of decisions for me. So, goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Centre-back pairing, Ibrahima Konate and your captain, Virgil van Dijk. I think you're all probably with me up to this point, right? No point in shaking that up. Actually, there's no real way to shake that up except if you wanted to change the keeper, and it's Alisson Becker. Of course, we don't want to change him for a league game. It was interesting hearing, though, from Arne that he made the decision to go with Ali over Georgie Mamardashvili in the FA Cup because he thought it was just the right decision for that game. But usually we would have expected Georgie to get the cup. So that's the centre-back and the goalkeepers. Now, full-backs. And this is where I did have to get a bit bold, shall we say, because I had a decision to make. Do I play Joe Gomez at right-back and risk having every fit centre-back available on the pitch? Or do I roll the dice and go with somebody like Curtis Jones or Dominic Szoboszlai at right-back, and then know that next week Frimpong is back and we have a bit more cover? Here's what I've done. I've gone for the rolling of the dice because I think it's the right decision. We've got one game to go before we have Frimpong back. I think Joe Gomez is the right option to play a full-back, so that's what I've done. I've rolled the dice, but let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. And on the other side, Milos Kerkez. I think that was a pretty straightforward decision. So that's the back five. Alisson Becker, Milos Kerkez. On the opposite side, Joe Gomez, and then Ibrahima Konate, and your captain, Virgil van Dijk. Now, folks, into midfield. This is where it got a little bit more tricky. So here's what I've gone for. Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai. You're probably gasping now, going, hang on a minute, Craig. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where the hell is Florian Wirtz? This is the midfield that I think will get the job done. Dominic Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister. Alexis hasn't been having his best season so far, in my opinion, but last couple of weeks, I really do feel like he started to step it up. Szoboszlai's undroppable, and Ryan Gravenberch, well, we need his progressive ball carrying in this game as well. So that is my midfield three. But don't worry, you're not going to be angry at me for that much longer, I hope. Or are you? Let's wait and see. Let's have a look at the wide positions, because you're probably expecting me to go Gakpo and Salah, right? Be honest. Nope, not this one. I've gone for Florian Wirtz on the left and Salah on the right, because I think we're going to need somebody to try and unpick a low block at times, and Florian Wirtz, I think, is that guy, rather than Cody Gakpo. On the other side, Mohamed Salah, fairly self-explanatory, starting to look and return more to himself. So Wirtz in the wide position on the left, Salah on the right. And again, remember, it's to try to unpick that lock, not because I think Cody Gakpo is poor, not because I don't think Rio's ready, just because I genuinely think this is the right decision. And then through the middle, fairly straightforward. It's, sing it with me, Hugo Ekitike. He's the guy for the middle. No point in shaking that up. So, ladies and gents, my 11 is Alisson in goal, Gomez at right back, Kirkes at left back, Van Dijk and Ibu Konate, a midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, with Salah, Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. So we've done the 11. We've gone through the rest of the preview with the injuries. We've talked about Vita Pereira's coming in, Forest form. Now, we need to finish up with a little bit of a score prediction. And honestly, this was difficult because you've seen the recent history. It's not great with us against Forest. So I've gone a bit bold, shall we say. I've gone for the Reds to do something that we haven't done since September, if you were paying attention in this preview. And that is to get the job done with a victory. The score, this is what I've done. Liverpool to beat Nottingham Forest by 2-1. Look, it is this simple for me. We don't have any more wiggle room. We're already still chasing down. I know we've had some good results in recent weeks, but we are still 6th in the league going into this round of games. Can we catch Aston Villa in 3rd? That's got to be the dream aim for the remainder of the season. But we have to keep going with winning ways. We can't drop any more points. We can't give any more encouragement to Chelsea and Manchester United ahead of us. And of course, Brentford are only 2 points behind us in the other direction. So the wiggle room, it's starting to dry up. 3 points is what's needed. I'm going to say it's going to be a bit nervy, but we'll get the job done by 2-1. And then we can look forward to welcoming West Ham to Anfield the following week in a 3 p.m. kickoff. So that is my side of it, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's over to you. Don't forget to enter a giveaway as well, where you can win a signed Jurgen Klopp frame shirt completely free. All you have to do is scan the QR code in the description for further details and join the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. And that is thanks to our friends at thecollectorscorner.co.uk, where you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping with our code Anfield Agenda 1. I don't know why I said free shipping, my apologies. No free shipping. How dare you think you get free shipping? No free shipping for you. But 20% off, how about that, with Anfield Agenda 1. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Much love. Bye-bye.